Hi everybody, welcome to the devlog for City of Gangsters. I'm Rob from SomaSim, and in these short devlogs we're going to be telling you all about our game and sort of giving you little updates about how development is going, because the game is still very much in development. It's shipping in 2021, so we are currently working on it and improving it, and we're going to be sharing with you how things are. But in this and the first few early devlogs, we're just going to show you what we've built so far, because we have quite a bit of stuff going on already. I'm just going to load a save game from before. And last time we were talking about this game, I introduced the idea of resource chains and production, and how do you manufacture the illegal alcohol from by sourcing different resources and so on. In this installment of the devlog, we're going to talk about what do we do about selling it, because as I mentioned last time, this stuff is illegal, right? We are dealing with stuff that is currently prohibited from sale and distribution by the law, and it's kind of an interesting situation, because you're operating in the black market, and you're relying on the trust of people. So here's an example. In order to buy and sell anything on the game board, you have to drive around and make deals with people, right? We can go over to this family dairy place run by Calvin, and he doesn't trust us. He could buy cigarettes from us, but cigarettes are legal. Like, that's not a problem. We can see from the description he hesitates. He's probably trading in something else. He just doesn't trust us. And we can see right here, his trust is 0. He doesn't know us. He doesn't care. In contrast, we're going to go back to our home base. This is the place I introduced last time. This is the base of my operations, and this is where both my storage is and my production. I have a little backroom wine production setup where I manufacture a whole lot of homemade beer, and I have my employee, my crew member George, distribute this beer over to places in the neighborhood. We can see the arrows pointing over there and over there. He's got several connections going on. But in order to find a distribution place, we had to go and make that connection. We had to go and meet those people, and most of the time, as we saw, if we just go chat to a stranger, nothing's going to happen. What we need are introductions. So we can see, for example, the owner of this Flynn brass metal company, David Flynn, first of all, he likes us a lot. He knows us from back in the day. He's the same ethnicity, which is a bonus, and we have a good reputation with him. So he knows a bunch of people that might be useful. Most of these we already know. She already knows us. She already knows us. He knows some corner ruffians that we might want to later make sure that they're on our side and not against us. But another thing that is happening here in the conversation is, since he owes us a favor, maybe he can introduce us to somebody. And indeed, in the conversation, there are several different options for introductions, for getting support, and so on. We can ask, more interestingly, does he know anybody who's buying what we have for sale? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No, the good stuff, right? He says, you ought to meet my sister Viola. Turns out his sister is running this place right here, Viola Sandwich Restaurant. So if we were to just talk to her directly, she would not be responsive, right? She doesn't know us. But if we get an introduction from David, suddenly she becomes more trustworthy towards us, and we're gonna drive over, visit her, and all right, we have a little bit of a positive relationship with her. She's been introduced by a mutual acquaintance, and that counts for a lot. And now if we ask her, hey, what can I sell to you, what can I buy from you, she says she's interested in brick wine and cigarettes, and now we have an in. So part of what we need to do is work our social network and find out who do we know, who knows other people who can buy stuff from us, who can sell stuff to us. She knows a bunch of people, maybe this woman, Catherine Griffin, she also knows other people. And as we go and sort of go through our network, we can hopefully find people who are going to be beneficial to us and who we can get an introduction with. The flip side of introductions is that if you do bad stuff to people, that also matters. These ne'er-do-wells, as it were, we talked about them before, they are not your friends. They're not necessarily your enemies. They get in your way, and you can either get on their good side positively, maybe by doing good things for them, or participating in their business deals or something like that, or you could attack them, right? You are a mobster. That's always an option. But if you attack them, they also have family and friends, right? And if you do bad things to a family member, everybody else in the family will know about this, and they might turn against you. So you have to be careful. You have to look, is he somebody's nephew? Is he somebody's brother? Is he somebody's husband? Or is somebody the wife or daughter of somebody important that you don't want to be enemies with? Maybe you have a supplier that's really important that you don't want to get on your bad side. Here's an example of something that happened not in this game, but a couple times earlier when I was playing. I had gotten a supply set up. I was buying resources from 3 brothers on the same corner, and we're doing great business. They were very happy with me, but I attacked the wrong guy who turned out to be their cousin, and then suddenly all of them turned against me, and I was locked out of the resources that I needed to get my boost production going. And I had to backpedal and find a way to get out of the jam. But that's something that you're going to have to work with. Everybody observes what you're doing, and everybody talks. So that's as long as you can stay on people's good side or force them to do stuff for you, you're going to succeed. And yeah, you always have those 2 layers. You have the economy, and you have the resource management, but then you also have the social layer and the relationship management, and the 2 have to match. All right, this was a very brief introduction to where we are with trust, with connections, with relationships, and next time we're going to talk a little bit more about these elements on the game board, these small-time troublemakers that are occupying different parts of the city, and then the much bigger troublemakers, only one of which we know about. There are more of them hiding here, and those guys are the thing we need to worry about. They are going to be growing, and they're going to be getting in our way. But we'll talk about that next time. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, and we'll talk next time.